record, and then we will start our meeting here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I think it's just an amazing way to kind of, I don't know, learn a little bit more about the company, the brand. And I know there's a lot of you reps here tonight, and then also people that are thinking about joining. So thank you guys again for being here. But I'm really excited to talk about this. And I want to start out with, if you're on this call, you probably you're doing your research, right? You're thinking about it. You're trying to learn what this is all about. What is our company about? What is the product? There's so many things that you're kind of digging into right now. So hopefully this call will serve as kind of to answer some of those questions. And I'm going to go over things I think all of us reps on this call, whoever invited you here tonight, they're all questions that we had before we joined, and they're probably things that you have on your mind as well. So I want to start out with just kind of what is Zyia? That's the first and foremost question, right? What is this company about? It's obviously sparked your interest. You have some intrigue, but we're an activewear company. And I say that like, yes, we're an activewear company, but those of you reps on here know that we are so much more than that. It is an entire culture. It's a lifestyle. It is so beyond a pair of leggings and bras, but that is at the root of it. We sell activewear. We sell amazing, beautiful, premium activewear. And for those of you who are Lulu lovers, you'll find that a lot of our products are very comparable, very similar, but we have a lower price point, which is really fabulous for us reps and for our customers. I always say once you get in that pair of light and tights, or you get your customer in a pair of light and tights, like that's it. They get it, and they're going to be coming back for more. So yeah, we sell activewear. We have product launches every single week, you guys. That is so incredible, again, for customers and as reps, because we always have new products to promote and to share and for our customers to buy. So love that. But I think, like, most importantly, to understand more so even than what this company is, and some of you might be coming from another direct sales company. You might be coming from being a rep, or maybe you are a rep for another company. But I think what's important to recognize is we're very new. We're a baby company. There are about 65 to 7,000 active reps right now in the company. This number keeps growing and is growing quickly. That is a baby company. We just turned 2 years old. So for those of you who understand, I didn't even fully understand it when I joined, but for those of you who kind of get what that means, this is a really, really big opportunity. It is a huge gift that we're all kind of being handed. And I always say it's up to you. You can do what you want with it. If you want to make it a fun little side hustle and add it into your current life, you can do that. If you want to make this your career, you can do that. It's right now more than ever, I feel like it is something that you can turn it into what you want, because we are so new. It is ground level. And it's something where I feel like, and you reps on here can totally, you probably agree with me, but I feel like we're all shaping this company. It's at such an entry level right now that we're all kind of a part of it. And I love that. I think it's amazing when we can write the owners of the company and be like, you know what, I really would love to see this, or I think we can improve here, and they listen. So I love that part of where we are in the growth of our company. And now I think the majority of the people on this call are people considering being reps in the US, but we also have some Canadian girls on here that are also considering being reps. And oh my goodness, you guys, we just launched in Canada in February. So you girls that are considering up there, holy cow, talk about being pioneers with this entire business. You have a really huge opportunity up there as well. We're still calling it a soft launch, you guys. It's not even fully launched up there. So again, the opportunity is pretty massive. It's very exciting. We have so much growth happening. There's so much excitement. There's so much momentum around this brand. We have, and this was a few months ago, but they gave us a statistic that it was like, for each one rep, we had 5 customers. Like, that's unheard of in this industry. It's a lot of people want the product, which is incredible. I mean, we have times we sell out and people can't even get our product because it is so widely sought after. People love it so much, and they see a product come on launch day, and our customers know you have to grab it sometimes if you really love it, because it'll be gone. And we are kind of a boutique style. Like sometimes we have products that launch and that's it, like they're gone. So our customers know after they start learning how this business works, they know like you've got to grab it. And I love it. I think it's a fantastic method to kind of build excitement around the brand and to get our customers excited and involved on launch days. And there's a lot of good pieces in it. But I think also with this opportunity, and I'm thinking just even 5 years ago, you guys, I feel like there's been a really big shift. I feel like now it's a very, very normal thing for women, and men are doing it, but I'm speaking women because that's the I would say we're the majority of the industry, and also in Zyia Active. But there's been a real big shift that this is now the norm. Like I would say the majority of women, especially if you're at home with your kids, or even if you don't have kids and you're just want something that's your own. I can't tell you how many different walks of life people are at in our business. We have women that work 9 to 5 jobs. We have women, some with kids, stay-at-home moms, some not, some young, some old. Like there is such a variety of people. And the one thing that ties us all together is we all not only believe in this brand and the products and the community, but we all want something that's just our own. And I think that was a big part of it, at least for me when I joined. Like this was going to be just mine. And there were no expectations. There were nothing I had to do. I knew I could build it the way I want and run it the way I want and make my own hours. And I think that's pretty amazing. But before I start going off on a tangent about all the amazingness, I do want to answer some questions. Some that's kind of, again, that I had, and I think a lot of reps that are considering, being a rep, these are questions we all have. So I'm just going to go through a couple of them. I think a lot of the question I get, well, it's too good to be true, right? Like, what's the catch? Is there crazy quotas? Is there numbers you have to hit? And I'm like, one thing I love, because come on, let's be honest, life happens. Sometimes you might have a month and you're like, I can't sell any Zyia. I don't want to, or I'm taking the month off. I can't look at a product, whatever. That is okay. Worst case scenario in Zyia, where let's say you're a rep, you take the entire month off, you sell nothing. Worst case scenario, and this is only after 2 months, you pay a $15 rep website fee. That is it. I'm like, I love that. That is no pressure. If that feels too much, or you don't want to deal with that, I get that too. That's fine. But just so you know, that is the worst case scenario. $15 for your rep website. And that's a fee that can be waived. I've been with a company. Did I even introduce myself, you guys? I'm Chrissy Tager. Totally didn't even introduce myself. I've been with a company for just over 1.5 years. And I've never done anything like this before in my life, you guys. Nothing. I never even done sales before. And we have had crazy, tremendous growth. Our team alone, you guys, does over $2.5 million in sales a month. So hopefully that puts in perspective of like, I'm not just making this up. Like there's tremendous growth and excitement around this brand. So sorry, a little late introduction there, but that is what's happening, you guys. Like we're like given this little, I would like to say gift, but it's more like this freight train barreling ahead, and we're on it, you guys. And this is kind of like, if you want to get on it, you can do what you want with it. Okay, totally just got sidetracked. I do this. I need to look at my little list. I should be more organized. But okay, so back to $15 rep website. Worst case scenario, you pay that fee. But it's waived, you guys, at $600. That's where I ended up before I ventured off again. $600 waives the fee. I've never once had to pay it. It's very, very obtainable. And I love that. I think it's very, very low pressure, low stress. And that's the root of it. It doesn't go past that. Numbers that you always want to hit are $200 a month so that you earn commission. That's like 2 pairs of leggings and a bra. And anything you buy for yourself, which, let's be honest, I'd be lying if I said that you weren't going to want to buy everything. Because I think we all do. We love it. We live in the product. And then the next number, so there's 3 numbers, you guys. $200 earns you commission. $600 waives that rep website fee. And then $1,000, you get an extra 8% commission on top of the 20% commission. So we all start when you join, you make 20% commission on any order placed through your rep website. And then they give you an opportunity to earn 28% if you hit that $1,000 mark, which is, again, very, very obtainable. The next thing I want to talk about, does anyone have questions? I'm talking kind of fast. Does anyone have questions? You can unmute yourself. Let me know if you do. Anybody? Or you can comment. Oh, Susie, this is about 21 Canadian for the membership. Yes, sorry. Okay, I'm so always, when I'm talking about this, you guys, it's in US dollars. So Susie, thank you. So $21 is the rep website fee in Canada. Thank you, thank you. So any numbers I throw at you guys, just they're US currency. And the starter kit, you guys, we've had a few different ones since I've been with the company. This is by far the best one. You get 5 staple pieces, and then which that usually includes a bra, a pair of leggings, a tank or jacket, a hat. They're items that are considered like our best-selling pieces. They usually come back in different colors, and even our kits change from week to week. So you'll get some variation in the 5 staple products, but you also get a $200 gift card, which you get to buy whatever you want with. So I love that. When I joined, it was like $450, and you couldn't choose any of the sizes. So I had no idea what I was gonna get. I had no idea even, I had never touched or felt the product. So I was like, oh, I hope it's good stuff. And of course I got it. And I was like, oh, thank goodness, loved it all. But it is scary. You don't know. You're kind of taking a leap here. You don't know if, a lot of you probably have never even felt the product. And I remember that feeling. I'm like, I sure hope it's good. But the cool thing is you have 90 days. So that's another thing. I hear that a lot. People are like, well, should I host a party or should I buy some stuff first? I'm like, if you want, that's great. You can buy some stuff from me. But if you are on the fence about being, like you really think you are going to rep, it's more beneficial for you to just join and get the starter kit because you have 90 days. You can look at everything and be like, okay, if for any reason you're like, I changed my mind or this isn't for me, you just send it back and you get a full refund. So again, very low stress. I love that. Let's see here. Yes, for Canada, $280 gift card. And perfect. Thank you, Jordan. So those are the numbers she put in there. Just the 3 numbers you want to remember in US dollar. Let's see here. So the other thing I think I hear a lot is like, how quickly can you get up and going? Like does it take a while? Starter kits, you guys come super quickly. I don't know, Susie, do you know what the shipping time is in Canada? I know it's longer. In the US, it usually comes in 2 to 3 days. Everything ships like the next day, and then all of our products are priority 2 to 3 days shipping. So it comes very quickly. Yes, Susie.
Yeah, it depends on where you are in Canada. I mean, I live in the same town as the brand new warehouse that they're moving into right now. We grew so fast in 3 months that they had to move to a much, much, much bigger warehouse. Sorry, I've been working out, so it's that look, that workout look. So I get, if I order on the weekend, I get it, if I order Monday, I have it Wednesday. But if you order Monday and you're in Eastern Canada, I'm going to say 8 business days.
Okay.
8 to 10 business days. It comes priority post. It's tracked. You get an email.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. And yes, congratulations, you guys. We got an email today. They're like, we just launched in February. They're like, we're moving. We need a bigger warehouse. I mean, it has been just blowing out of the water up there. There's so much growth. You can hardly keep things on the shelves. Like the product is just flying and you're getting a new warehouse. Like that's what's happening. That's since February. Like that is just, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Let's see here. I'm kind of going through this little list to keep me focused. You get a discount. That's another question. Do you get a rep discount? Yes, you do. You get 25% off, which is amazing. I think we all can appreciate that. And some people do just join for the discount. Totally fine too. If you just want to buy activewear at a lower cost, that is totally fine too. What happens, I find, I have some people that have joined like that. And then whether you want to or not, you'll find people that are like, well, I want to jump in with you. Like it will naturally happen, but totally fine. If you just want to run it that way and use your discount, totally fine. Okay, so how do you make money? How much commission do you make? I think I kind of already touched on that. You basically make commission off any sale. Any sale you have that's placed through your rep website, you make 20 to 28% starting off. And then of course, this is a system. Our business model is multi-level marketing. So if you choose, some people might be just content getting commission off their own sales. Totally fine. If you want to do that, that is totally fine. If you want to grow your business bigger, you have the option of adding people to your team. So people that you sign up with you, that will eventually, as you rank advance, you make a percentage off of their commission as well. So if you do the numbers, that's how, if you want to grow your business huge, it's a great way to do it, to grow your team. And again, I think people, it's at a time that is pretty incredible to do that, because a lot of people that you will talk to won't have ever heard of Zyia Active. So it's a pretty amazing spot to be in, because you'll have the opportunity to share it with them and show it. Let's see here. Yes, Susie Explosion. That is correct. Oh, good. And Courtney says for me in Ontario, it's about 4 business days. So that's good. Sounds like it varies from place to place. When will all products be available in Canada? I wish I had the answer to that. In the next even few months, we're seeing, like, even from the day it launched, it's been just a ton more. Each week, more and more comes. I don't have an exact amount of days on that, but they're running it. They're launching the same way they did here in the US. So in the beginning here, we only had a few items, and then they gradually added. And, and they keep the line fresh too. That's not to say, again, we're a boutique style activewear company, meaning they'll get new products and sometimes they're gone, and then we get a new fresh one in. So we're very on trend. We're very current. Our line is always updated. It's pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty darn fun. Always new stuff. So yeah, I don't have an exact, but all I can tell you is more and more and more are coming to Canada. I mean, hey, we just got a new warehouse. It's insane.
Hey, Chrissy.
Yes.
The other thing for the Canadian inventory is that they're also monitoring how the pieces are selling in the Canadian market, because it is a bit different than what we have in the US. And so they're kind of running off of sales and kind of the demand for things on the Canadian side to help guide sort of as they continue to order pieces and to replenish kind of what is selling the best in the Canadian market by comparison to the US as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Erin. Erin is our expert area. You are. And that's true. They see, sometimes we don't know. And then in the US too, both in US and Canada, we don't know what's going to come back, because they see how things sell and what response they get to it. And then from there, they'll either restock it or get more of it and so forth. So yes, thank you, Erin. The other question that I get a lot is, do you have to carry inventory? If you see behind me, I have a bunch of Zyia pieces, but I've collected those over the year and a half. And it's something that this was a huge piece of what I guess brought me here too. You do not have to carry inventory, you guys. Do you know how incredible that is? I have 2 little girls. I am not going to the post office. I am going there as little as I possibly can. That means that when you get an order through your rep website, you don't have to package it up. You don't have to ship it. You don't have to do anything. I recommend following up with your customer, but that is it. That is incredible. I love that so much, because I know a lot of companies like us, in direct sales, you have to carry the product, and literally people have like whole rooms of clothing. It's a huge buy-in because they have to carry all the inventory, and then you have to deal with selling it and then shipping it out if you do it online or have people always coming over. So you do not have to carry inventory, and I love that. This also means, and I know this is something I think sets us apart, but we do events, we do shopping events, we do parties and use that model. And a lot of times we run online parties, and they'll run for 3 to 4 or 5 days. And people are like, so do I have to wait? So nothing ships out until the end of the party. And does it go to the host? Doesn't they have to ship out? No. The minute someone orders, a product, it ships out the next morning, the next business day. So you don't have to wait for your event to end. You don't have to like get it all shipped to your house and then ship it out again. I honestly think I would fail. I'm just being honest. I don't think I could do the whole like shipping out everything. So I really love that part about Zyia. No inventory. All these, they're samples. They're samples that I have purchased. I live in this stuff. My husband would say that's your closet. Kind of is. But I use it. I do, you know, when I'm promoting online or selling online, if I'm showing people pieces or if I'm having an event, I bring my samples and people can try them on. It's stuff I wear as well. But you don't have to carry inventory. So does anyone have questions on that? Am I missing more? Oh, good. Good. Yeah, there's so many. You girls are just killing it. So fun to watch. The next thing and kind of last main piece I want to touch on is what's the best way to do this? What's the best way to market yourself? This is going to be different for everyone. I have girls on our team that are like, you know what? I don't even like social media and I want to do everything in person. I connect with people one-on-one. I'm like, that is fantastic. You do that. And they are super successful. And then I have a lot of girls on our team, including myself, that when I entered this business, I was like, I want to do everything online. Not that I don't want to connect with real people. I just wanted to be able to run it online. Like that's what fits in my life. I've got young kids. I'm there, you know, every which way. I can run a conference call, you guys, in the kindergarten pickup line. Like that's gold to me. So I think number one, what is the best way? You have to kind of find out what feels authentic, what feels good to you. And you can be very, very successful doing that, what feels right to you. But some people, like I said, if you want to run in-person parties and you're at pop-ups at gyms and you need that face-to-face connection, that's amazing. Do that. And for those of you who want to run it primarily online, totally doable too. Social media is such a huge platform. It is free. It connects us to so many people. And honestly, you guys, there was a point I didn't even know what a hashtag was. So if you're there, it's okay. Like that's okay. You're going to be okay. Because a lot of us enter in and it's super, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a little scary because you're like, well, I don't know all of this. I don't know Instagram or I don't know Facebook. You can learn very little. There's so many resources and all of us too, but you can learn just a little to be very, very, very effective. And a lot of times, like I would say that's primarily that is how I grew my team. We have over 3,500, almost 3,500 reps. And that is how I grew my team. I reached out to people through social media who I didn't know. So you can do that. Or if you don't like that, you can message people through social media you do know. Like there's no right or wrong way to do this. There's so many avenues, and that's what I love about it. So I want to open this up, you guys, to questions. I just talked a whole bunch. I also want to open up to any reps that are on this call that are, you know, we're all on the same team. If you guys have something, if I missed something, which is very possible, I blew over, that you feel is super important, please speak up. And for those of you who are on the call that have questions, also speak up. Let us know. Anybody? Did I cover everything?
Hey, Chrissy.
Hey. Yes.
Eileen. One recommendation I would have to all of you that are thinking about joining, the way that I have stocked all of my sample pieces, I always have an event going under my name. So I always receive the hostess rewards. And from there, that's where I purchase all of my pieces. And it'll save you a ton of money versus actually, you know, shopping for each individual piece. I highly recommend always have an event going, whether it be online, a personal event. It has helped me tremendously in terms of building up all of my sample pieces, which I ultimately end up wearing anyway. But
yeah, thank you for that, Eileen. So true. I do the same thing. I think we all do. You want to have an event always running for yourself that you are the hostess. This is, be honest, we don't want to buy this full price. I mean, you can get a better deal even than the 25% off. Let's go ahead and get some half off pieces and get credit. So I love that tactic. I think it's super smart, and it's a great way to build your samples that you're going to be wearing and sharing with people. Anything else you guys want to add? Erin, Blair, Rachel, Susie, anybody? Any questions from you guys that are thinking about this?
So I'm going to say, are there any Canadian questions before I hop off? So I can help.
I'm also here.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, no, that was great about the having an event open. Yeah, I'm and some of my guests on the call are also from the Vancouver area where Lululemon is born, and West Coast. It's very common for people to go to work, teachers, everybody in Lulu, and I gotta say, there's a lot of people wearing Zyia and Lulu, switching to Zyia. The quote, "Flya with Zyia." Flya with Zyia is my husband. You know, it's the number one question I get asked. How does it compare to Lulu? And my answer is, I will never trash another company. We're not here to do that as Zyia people. That's not us. I say, you know, you just need to try it on and feel it for yourself. And at my launches, everybody bought something or two. I've already, 2.5 months in? And I've had people with their third repeat order, and they just go online and order because they know their size. So it's a huge opportunity. It's great.
It's amazing. Thank you for that, Susie. It's true too. I'm like, just give them a pair of Light and Tights. Just try them on. You don't have to trash another company. The Light and Tights speak for themselves.
I also like to tell people that because of the way our business model is set up, what's unique about Zyia is just the fact that since we do have launches every single week, it makes our product more of a consumable product for people. And because we have an attainable price point, what will happen is you will develop a really loyal customer base. And because we're always launching new pieces, there's always something new to share, whether you're doing it in person, online, social media, emails, Wix shout outs, texting them, emailing them, whatever it is. So there's always new things that are coming out. And so you'll have customers that will fall in love with a certain type of piece, whether it's some of our bra styles or some of our leggings or things like that. And when new colors come out or new patterns or certain things that they've been looking for, you'll have repeat shoppers. So it makes it really unique because in some business models, it may be months and months and months and months before you have new pieces or new products or new things come out. That you can share with either your followers or your customers or whatever it is. And because we have the weekly launches, every single week there's new things coming out. And that doesn't mean that people are going to shop every single week or that they're going to love everything every single week, but you will see that you develop a really loyal customer base that continues to come back. And it's a really organic way to build your network because then they refer for you, or they host parties or they tell their friends or whatever it is. And so it becomes kind of a really just nice growing market that sort of hinges on that unique business model that we have that most companies don't.
Absolutely. Yep. So true. And just as an example, like we have our bomber bras, one of our best-selling bras. It's at a price point of $31. That's another one. If you get your customer in a bomber bra, you better believe that when we have another color come out, they will be buying that bomber bra. And that goes to say for a lot of our products that come back out like that, once they've tried it and they know they love it, guess what? They want it in another color. And I would say the majority, a huge portion of my sales do come from repeat customers, which is incredible. So I think it speaks so highly of our product to have that high of a percentage of repeat customers that keep coming back. A couple things on here. Kim, fundraisers are also a great way to build your rec and give back. Yes, love that. It's a great way to do it as well. I know a lot of the girls on here do fundraisers, and it's a great way not only to give back, but get your brand out there, get your business out there. So I love that as well. Gym, yoga studios. Let's see. Sorry, just want yoga studios, women events. Yep, so many. So a lot of us do pop-ups at gyms, studios. There are different events that people put on. Like there's so many things. I don't know if Carrie Ann's on here right now, but she does so many events in her community, and I just love it. I mean, it really encompasses, if you've looked into like what this brand stands for, empowering and uplifting women. And I think it's a really beautiful concept that intertwines with so many people out there that are living this lifestyle. And I just think there's a lot of ways to intertwine it with different events and places. Yes, weekly releases are gold. Absolutely. 43. Okay, sorry, I did it again. So $31 for the bomber bra, $43 Canadian for the bomber bra. I'm so sorry. I keep throwing out one number. Our training is top notch. We have great resources for new reps to learn the business. Yes. And you'll find, you guys, there isn't a book from corporate that says, here's everything you need to know. Here is the whole way to run your business. They have done that on purpose, that they don't give us that specific of a guide because they want you to create your own business. They want us to work together as a community. And honestly, there are so many tremendous resources, training tools, guides, tutorials, videos between this incredible community of women that are out there to assist you and kind of guide you through this, because I love it too, because what I mentioned earlier, there's so many different ways to do this. It's really fun to have such a strong community of people working together and building this brand together and helping one another, that you can kind of get resources from any direction of how you want to run your business. There's a lot of support in any avenue you want to take.
And we're constantly changing and like sort of innovating things too, which I think is great. There's a lot of creative ways that people have come up with to find new ways either to, kind of get away from the Facebook and Instagram parties for those people that are like not into social media and they want ways to connect with customers and they can't do it in person, but there's just a whole array of different ways that people are constantly sort of coming up with. And because we're so collaborative as a group, there's always things being shared on our teams and trainings and videos and just, ideas that are being thrown around. And again, some of those things you'll see and you're like, I don't know if that really works for my, network or what my vision is or what my personal brand is within Zyia or whatever it is. But then you'll see something and you're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And you can, integrate it into your business. And so there's a lot of creative ways. And because Zyia is so universal, you have the ability to network with people in any type of industry, which is another huge advantage that I think in other business models, just because of the type of businesses that they're a little bit more isolated or a little bit more siloed, whereas Active Lifestyle goes with every brand, every sort of health and wellness industry, every beauty, skincare, makeup, you name it, fitness, non-fitness. It's a lifestyle brand. And so it's not just, meant to be worn in the gym or for really high function fitness or whatever it is. We have that, but then we also have pieces that you can travel in, you can wear to work and whatever it is. So because of that, the community is really broad, the reach is really broad. And then the ideas that sort of circulate around that are also really unique and creative. So, I know somebody was asking about training and things like that. We have in all of our different teams and groups, we have lots of different videos. We have lots of different links to various either sort of written out instructions or videos that we've made, live videos that we do. We share, videos with kind of reviews of the pieces each week as they launch. And then, reviews about kind of the different staple items and do trainings as far as like our products, but then also things about how to conduct parties and, a whole array of things. So there's a ton of resources that really apply to any type of business model that you're trying to run.
Yes, 100%. Thank you, Erin. That's true. There's just a ton of different avenues to do this. It's all out there. Everyone works together. We have a lot of team pages with basically everything in one spot. And people obviously expand, break away, change, whatever they need to. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to see what happens when you bring thousands of women and some men together. What can come out of it? There is just so much good. There's so much, great training and tutorials out there. There's a question, and we have about 5 minutes, you guys. So after this, any other questions, feel free to post them here. And I also, make sure whoever brought you to this call, reach out to them. Make sure you're talking to them about their experience and, with any other questions as well, because I think it's a unique journey for everybody. And it's good to kind of connect and see what has worked for them. It might be totally different than what you decide to do, but there's just, again, we can't stress enough. There's so many avenues and different ways to run this business. But I want to touch on the expansion of the men's line. This has been something that's gradually been growing. We just recently launched our Clubhouse collection, which is all like golf apparel, polos, really nice pants and slacks and pullovers. So I don't have specifics as to when and how much, but I know it will be expanding. So that's about all I can say. And I think it's a fantastic idea. The whole men's side of this is very untapped, you guys, very, very untapped. So there's a lot you can do with that as well. If you want to go in with this with your husband as well, it's pretty wide open in that area too. This team is so appealing, active, and successful. Christy has everything in place for you. No reinventing the wheel. Thanks, Kim. Well, I try. Well, even stuff though that we like create and we're like, here it is. This is everything we need. And we're always improving on it. We're always making people pool together even more resources and more product pictures and more guides and more tutorials. So I'm glad you think that, Kim, and I try to put out there as much as I can, but with everyone working together, it's true in the fact, not just me at all, everyone putting it together, and there is no shortage. Let me tell you, there's so much out there. What am I missing here? Any other questions, you guys? Any other like big things you want me to touch on? We have about 3 minutes. Yes, and it is always evolving. That is true too. We just keep like coming up with new, fresh, better ideas. Summit, yes. I'm so glad you said this, Susie. So we have, we usually, and incentives. We didn't even touch on incentives. We have Zyia's always coming out with, ways to earn trips and fun incentives. We did one, there was one a few months ago, or we could earn $500 cash around the holidays. We did custom shoes. We've done trips. Our current one is for the Dominican Republic and Punta Cana. And then we also have a Thailand trip coming up in January for executives and above. And then we have our summit each year. We just had our mini summit, and we have our big summit, which will be in Salt Lake City in September. And they're amazing, you guys. Oh yes, and monthly bonuses. Holy cow, this company is so generous. For the last 2 months, we've all been getting bonus on top of our like base commission. They've been adding like 15%, 20%, and they'll do that if we're like, if they have any wiggle room on where number as a company they want to hit, they bonus us too. So really, really fun, really amazing company to be a part of. I want to thank everybody for being here. I really encourage you, talk to the person that brought you here. Do the research. You'll know. It was for me. Like I researched it and I knew it kept that feeling in my stomach that I knew I had to be a part of it. And even when people were like, I don't know if you should do that, I knew. So I hope that you take the time you need to make sure this is a good fit for you, and talk to people, and just know it's no pressure. You can try it, decide after you get your kit. But I'm so excited for you guys, and reach out with any questions. And good luck, you guys. It's an exciting time right now. Have a good night. Thanks, guys.